Alright, so let's go through this 2013 O-level R formula question. So we are given this diagram, so they want us to find the expression in terms of theta for our h, right? Okay, so where h is the height above the ground. Okay, so first for this question, we need to find what is this h. Of course, before you find a h, we need to find another theta. So if you look at this, right, the big triangle, there's a theta here, so this 90 degree, this will be 90 minus theta. So this part, right, will be 90 minus theta. Okay, so the next part will be this. Okay, so this part will be theta. Why is that so? Because apparently, right, they tell us that this whole thing is 90 degree. So you just use 90 degree minus away 90 minus theta bracket. So if you calculate correctly, 90 minus 90 plus theta, so this will give you theta. No. Okay, so this is B and this is C and this A. Okay, so I want to obtain the expression, so I need to, first of all, I need to prove that the theta. I need to show them that this is actually theta. So first, I just simply use angle A, B, let's call this maybe D. ABD is equal to 180 minus theta minus 90, right? So this will give you 90 degree minus theta. Next part, you simply just find what is, okay, let's call this E. EBC. So angle EBC is equal to 90 minus 90 minus theta. So this will give you theta. So remember to write the reasoning. So for the first part, ABD, right? ABD is because angle in a triangle. Then the EBC actually don't need because it's understood. Okay, so next part is to use the tuakaso already. Let's look at the big triangle first. So big triangle, right? So I want to find this part. Let me just highlight. So I want to find this BD. So BD is the oppo, right? So we are given hypo, we want to find oppo, so definitely I must use sine. So sine theta is equal to oppo divided by hypo. So BD will be equal to 5 sine theta. So after you find 5 sine theta, right, you want to find your BD. So B is this part. So by looking at the smaller triangle now, so there's a theta, this part will be 90 degree, right? I want to find the BE, which is the so-called adjacent of the small triangle. So if I draw the small triangle up like that, so this is theta, this is 90, this is B, E, and C, right? So we are given the hypo 1 meter. We want to find the adjacent. I simply just use cosine. So cosine theta is equal to BE over 1. So BE is equal to 1 cosine theta. So you, of course, you just use the big length minus away the small length to find the h. So h is equal to 5 sine theta minus 1 cosine theta. So that's the answer. Right? Okay, so for part B, part 2, they want us to express this whole thing, right, in terms of Euler formula, which is the Euler sine theta minus alpha. So why is it sine first? I mean, why is it sine R formula? Because actually the sine comes first, right? Okay, so first we want to find the Euler. So Euler is equal to 5 square plus 1 square. Why is the 1 square? It's because here, right? Or you can put negative 1 bracket square. It's still 1 square. So it's still 25, 26, right? So square 26, you give them in terms of the 3SF. Then next part will be alpha. So tan alpha is equal to second number divided by first number. Always remember, second number, you realize that there's a negative here, right? So don't copy. Just copy the 1 and 5. The number can ready. Next part will be, okay, so you want to find the alpha. So let's determine this together. So tan inverse 1 divided by 5, right? So it's about 11.3 degree. Okay, so now it's time to express this in terms of the R formula. So let me just write down square root of 26. So square root of 26 is 5.099. So you can just round it off to 5.10. So the R formula is 5.10 sine theta minus 11.3 degree bracket. So that is the other formula. Yeah, so this one is 4 marks. Okay, the last part is to solve. So solve, right? First, let's write down part 3. We find the value of theta where C is 3 meter above the ground, meaning that the H is 3 meter, right? So let's put H equal to 5.10 sine theta minus 11.3 degree bracket. So this will be 3. Then of course, you simply just manipulate. So 5.1 you move to the left hand side, 3. Okay, to make it more accurate, maybe I just use the intermediate step, because 5.10 is actually is a rounded off answer, so I try not to use that. So I just use square root 26 is equal to sine theta minus 11.3 degree bracket. Okay, so after that, the next step is to do the solving of trigo equation, right? First step is always to determine the quadrant. So it's to determine, okay, so of course it's positive, right? So it's first quadrant and second quadrant. Second step, we want to find the basic angle. So basic angle, you simply just, okay, maybe I write in terms of this form first. Theta minus 11.3 degree is equal to 3 over square root 26. So this whole thing here, you replace with alpha. So sine alpha is equal to 3 over square root 26. So alpha, I'll just do the sine inverse. Sine inverse 3 square root 26. Okay, so your alpha base angle is about 36.0 lah. Let's call it 0. Third step, draw. So when you draw, right, we draw the first quadrant first. So first quadrant is theta minus 11.3 degree. Next, draw the basic angle, 36 degree. So you can see, this thing equate to 36. So you solve for theta. So theta minus 11.3 degree is equal to 36, right? So theta is equal to 47.3 degree. Okay, so of course, if let's just say I go to the second quadrant, there's no need, because our theta must be less than 90. So if you calculate, this one confirm more than your 90 already. So this 36, right? So this this part will be 144 degree. This equate to 144, right? So theta will be about 15 something like that, 155.3 like that. So this one don't need. So the answer for this is actually 47.3 degree. So that's how we solve this type of question.